One of the most common scenarios that I have is I have an employee coming into the office who has already made the decision that they're going to leave their employer. Then the prospective employer asks, do you have a non-compete? And typically that employee doesn't even remember the terms of the non-compete. They ask HR, they get the non-compete, and they end up calling me and saying, I do have this non-compete, what do I do about it? So you look at it, and while non-competes are enforceable in Indiana, they are disfavored at law. What that means is basically that they're enforceable as long as they're reasonable. Employers are pretty attuned to what the courts are determining are reasonable. It is a fact-by-fact, case-by-case basis. No attorney can really give you a straightforward answer whether a court will absolutely enforce or will absolutely not enforce a non-compete agreement. They can speak in generalities and in likelihoods, but the truth of the matter is if you have a non-compete and you go and work for an employer in violation of that non-compete, even if the non-compete's not enforceable, there's nothing to prevent your former employer from filing a lawsuit to try to enforce it. Whether they're successful or not, you still have a lawsuit, and that lawsuit may get you fired. What I suggest in those cases is being open and honest with your new employer, having a conversation about what you're going to do if your former employer does try to enforce the non-compete. Because essentially your former employer can try to get you fired by filing a lawsuit against you for a violation of the non-compete. If you've been honest with your new employer about the non-compete, they may stick by you, they may provide you counsel, they may give you something to do that doesn't violate the non-compete until the time that the non-compete runs. My advice is to speak with an attorney, go through the non-compete, get their opinion on whether or not the non-compete agreement is likely to be enforced. But in any event, definitely have an open conversation with your new employer about the non-compete agreement and what you're going to do if suit is filed.